There's no such thing as a little bit free. You are either free or you're not. And today, I want to help you get totally free in every area of your life. I hope you're ready for that. Let's go. Hi, I'm Melissa Brown, your Soul Love Coach, and today I'm going to be talking with you about how to get fully free in every area of your life. I think this is such an important conversation, especially since we are just about a week away from 4th of July, where the focus is always on independence and your freedom. And so I want to remind you that there really is no such thing as being a little bit free. You are either free or you're not. It's sort of like being a little bit pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you are not. And so if you are a person who has been kind of using language to suggest that you are working on your freedom or stepping into freedom, I want to invite you to go all the way there. And so there are a few things that I want to share with you to help you to get fully free. So number one, the first thing that you really have to do if you want to be fully free in your own life is you got to be willing to be fully honest. Fully honest about how you feel, fully honest about what's working in your life and what is not. So often I think we are conditioned to suppress our real feelings, and we may share just a little bit. We say just enough to keep ourselves out of trouble, to minimize any disruption in our relationships, because God forbid we are disruptive. But when you do that, when you suppress any part of the truth, you really suppress yourself. And so if you want to be fully free, you got to first of all be willing to tell the whole truth to you. You got to be willing to get all the way down to the foundation, all the way to the root of a situation, to be able to look at it and own what it is. Before you can change anything, you got to be able to acknowledge what it is and what it's not, and what do you even want it to be. So let me encourage you, number one, to get real honest. The second thing that you must do is you have to be willing to be fully expressed. I recently started working out. I've been going to these 6 a.m. boot camps, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a while because I'm just the kind of person that I need a little bit of extreme in my life. I've tried just going for my walks, which I do, but that's me with my dog, or go to the gym and just get on the treadmill or the elliptical. But there are times and seasons in my life where I know that if I want a big result, I got to do something drastic. And so I've been getting up and going to these boot camps, and I had to really mentally prepare myself to even be in the space, because I'm in a military community. And so anybody who's like, yep, I'm running a boot camp, you already know that it's about to be serious. And so I said, okay, Melissa, you got to get ready for this. And I went, and I've been doing it now. This is probably my fourth week of doing it consistently. And one of the things that the trainer, the guy who's running the boot camp, he said, oh, it's not going to take you long at all, because I see there's an athlete in you. He didn't know that I ran track really all through middle school, all through high school. He didn't know that I come from a family of athletes, because right now I'm trying to lose years and years of all this baby weight. And so although I'm trying to lose this significant amount of weight that is now on my body, he could see who was in me. And so I'm sharing this story with you because there's a part of you that you haven't met yet, or that maybe you've forgotten about. And I want to invite you to release her. The same way the trainer kind of came for me and was like, there's an athlete in you. Oh, I'm not worried about you, because athletes have a certain kind of mindset. Athletes have a certain kind of show up and work ethic that you're going to get to your goal, because I can see as you're working out that there is another woman inside of you. And so I want to present that idea to you, that who is the woman who is ready to be released on the inside of you? Who is the woman that maybe you have forgotten about? Maybe over the years, for me, it was the weight. Maybe over the years, just things have been piling on and piling on. And as more things have been getting put and thrust upon you, you have forgotten about that woman within. And so if you want to be fully free in your life, you're going to have to release her. You're going to have to, first of all, remember her. You're going to have to remember, who were you before? And it's not that I'm ever going to be who I was back in high school. I'm not going to be 18 again or 21 again. And after all the lessons I have had in my life, I don't want to be. I enjoyed that season, but I don't want to go back there. But there were elements. There was a sense of confidence. There was a sense of knowing and certainty that existed in that woman that has gotten lost along the way. And it's time for you to release her. What did you used to do so boldly and fiercely that now you sitting up tiptoeing in the room, when before you used to slay the thing? That woman is still in you. What did you used to say boldly and without apology, and now you're sitting up in your head rehearsing the whole conversation, second guessing yourself? It's time you release her. Release her. It is time to set the captives free. The third thing that I want to invite you to do, and it's really something that seems counterintuitive, but it sounds good, because I know it works. And I want to invite you to stop being so predictable and move in the flow. If you want to be fully free, you're going to have to go with the flow. And for all of my type A people, I know it's a lot of y'all out there in the Soul Love community who you got to know before you make a move. You got to predict. You got to track it out. You got to put it in an Excel spreadsheet. And you got to know when it's happening and all of the details before you even take step one. It is time for you to be willing to really flow in your faith. One of the things I want to remind you of is we tend to live not in our future. We live from our past. We live from our memories. So we live from what has already happened. And if you want to step into the freedom that's been calling your name, if you want to fully step in to the freedom that God has for you, that you have been waiting on, you're going to have to flow with God. You're going to have to stop cutting and pasting and reliving the past, recreating the past and doing things the way you have always done it, but yet you want this supernatural result. And so, can I invite you to get into the flow? Can I invite you to stop resisting your life and flow with your life, even though you can't predict the next step or the fourth step or the seventh step? No, you don't know how it's going to be, but do you know who? Do you know who is holding it all together? And if you know who, you can flow with that. Because it's in the flow that newness is. It's in the flow that your abundance is. It's in the flow that you get creativity and things that have never been birthed before. And it is in that place that your freedom is. You've already been in what was. And so you have to be willing to release what was so you can claim what God says is about to be. That's what freedom is. So again, it's about being honest about what's working and what's not, and who you really feel called to be. to really have those deep and honest conversations with yourself without censoring, without being stuck in your head wondering what so-and-so's going to think about it and what these people are going to think about it. Because at the end of the day, it's about what you think about it. It's about what you think about you. You're the one at the end of the day who has to live with you. You're the one at the end of the day who has to look in the mirror at you. It's time you be honest with you and the woman you're called to be at this season in your life. You also got to be willing to release that woman within. You got to release her. I know she makes you a little bit nervous, but you know what? She's more fun. She's more fun. She's the woman that you've been waiting for. And when you begin to release her, what you will discover is all along she was waiting on you. All she was waiting on you to put the gate down, to put the fence down, to take the mask off, to let go of your pretense and step into your power. She's been waiting on you all along. And then I need you to flow. It's time for you to get in the flow. You want to live in freedom? Get in the flow. Even where you don't know where the river is going. It is time for you to stretch out in your faith. Stop having this predictable faith. Faith that you can predict. Faith that you already know how it's going to work and all the details of it. Guess what that is? That's not faith. That's just the past repeating itself. Because I've been here before and I know how this works and I know what to do. But when was the last time that you were scared out of your mind because you had no idea how this thing was going to work, how it was going to turn out, and you were just trusting God? You were just stretching out in the river of your faith. So that's where the freedom is. And I want you to get there. Not just for you, but the world needs you to be a demonstration of what real freedom looks like. The world needs you to be your true, authentic self, the woman or brother that God made you to be, the full expression of you, not just a little part of you, not just you in bits and pieces. I have one client I work with, I say, not just the vacation you, not just the you that comes out on retreat, but the 2.0 version of you that is here in full effect. That's who we're waiting for. And that's who I pray you would go get, the woman within you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I want to invite you to like, to share, to subscribe. Share this with another sister friend of yours who's been talking about freedom, but all she's been doing is really going in circles and repeating the past, just making small little increments, and baby steps are fine. But this message right here is for my deep water walkers, because you know you have been in the shallow end of the pool for too long. It's time for you to get into the deeper waters. And I tell you what, y'all know I'm the Soul Love Coach. I do phenomenal work with women to really help them to step into the fullness of themselves. And so I want to invite you to reach out to me. I am preparing to welcome in about 10 women by the end of July. I really want to welcome you guys in because there's some work that we need to do between now and the end of the year. And so if you know that is you, that you know that by December, you need to be released. You need to be unleashed. You are ready to be the fullest, most powerful expression of yourself. You are ready and willing to be more than you ever imagined you could be. Are you ready to shock yourself, surprise yourself, blow your own mind? If that's you, I want to invite you to reach out to me, get on my calendar. Let's have a conversation. Let's do some private work. I want to put you in community so that you can be close to other high-level, high-powered women who are doing the darn thing, who are moving forward, not making excuses. Their show-up game is strong, and you know that you need some sister support. And so if you're down for that, if you want to do some private coaching, some group coaching, and you know it ain't a soul love experience without a soul love retreat, I got all of that in one package just for you. So I welcome you. I'm inviting you. It's time for you to be the fullest expression, the freest expression of the real you. Much love to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.